I had to make this review different from the other ones somehow. Beauty and the Beast, the 2017 live-action reimagining of Disney, is directed by Bill Condon, written by Steven Chbosky and Evan Spiliotopoulos. It stars Emma Watson, Dan Stevens, Ewan McGregor, Ian McKellen, Josh Gad, Luke Evans, and Emma Thompson, among others. This tells the story of a beautiful girl from a little town in France who goes to rescue her father, who is imprisoned in a castle by a beast. This beast was cursed into becoming a beast years ago, and she must now stay in the castle when she exchanges places with her father, and hopefully she'll fall in love with the beast, and he will fall in love with her breaking the curse. For those of you who don't know and haven't seen my Geek Classic review of the original Disney Beauty and the Beast, this is one of my favorite films of all time. I adore this film to pieces. I absolutely love it. It's one of the rare movies I call perfect. And whenever Disney is going to do one of these live-action reimaginings of these films, if you adore them as much as I do Beauty and the Beast, you're going to inevitably compare them to the original. I tend to fall into that sin myself because I'm only human, but in this review I'm going to be as objective as I can be. The all-around cast is amazing in this film. Emma Watson was better than I could have ever hoped and I was ever expecting her to be. I thought she was a great choice, but in this movie she impressed me. There are many times where I thought she would overact in some scenes and she completely underacted. I always prefer the latter to the previous. There are also many scenes when she is reacting to getting to know these utensils and seeing them alive, and I thought she reacted very well because of who Belle is as a character. I don't think she could or should freak out when she sees these utensils alive. She's very calm and collected. She's a very intelligent person, so she does very calm and collected things. There are also many instances in the village where you see her interacting with other characters around her, not just in her initial song, and those moments give her very good characterization. The character development in this film is astounding. Her first song as we open the film after the prologue is very much extended, and there are many characters intervening in that song as well, and you get to know the village, the world that these characters are set in, and Gaston as well, but we'll talk about him in a little bit. I thought Dan Stevens was great as the Beast. He was the one that I doubted the most because yes, I have seen The Guest, yes, I am watching Legion, but still, he's not very poignant because he doesn't need to be in those films, so I was kind of fearful. He completely blew away my expectations that I left at the door as soon as I entered the screen. He was great. It's very hard to capture a character like the Beast in his visuals, in the manner that he is, into screen, into live action, and the performance capture was great. He interacted very well with his environment. He interacted very well with Emma Watson. He interacted very well with the clothes he was wearing. He interacted very well with just everything. I love every single line of his. I love everything that he did. I love the little changes and the add-ons that they gave to his character. I think it becomes a much more fully realized character. I like that he was not cursed as a child. He gives him much more culture and much more reason to be an intelligent and able to create a relationship, a connection with another human being. And there's one scene that completely justifies the chemistry that these two create. In the first half of the movie, they don't have any chemistry at all, but when I think about it, that's how they are supposed to be. They are supposed to not like each other whatsoever, and they don't. And you feel that through the characters' interaction and through these actors' performance. I'm not going to spoil anything, I'm just going to say there's one very funny scene when they go to the library that is an add-on, and it's so good when they talk about which books each one likes. It's damn funny. There's also much more extension to the prologue, and it justifies the world that these characters are set in. It justifies how the other characters around the world and in Belle's village perceive the people in the castle, and it justifies a lot of stuff. Let's talk about Gaston. Gaston is so good. Luke Evans, as soon as he was cast, I was like, that is perfect casting, and he was. You get so much out of Gaston. He completely embodies this character. He brings him to life in such a great way, and he makes him his own. Luke Evans had a fantastic performance in this film. He owned every song, he owned every line, he owned everything that makes Gaston who he is. And you kind of get this twisted love that he has for Belle, because of course he only likes her for her looks, but you do get that he really loves her in a twisted way, but he loves her. Also, his actions are very much more justified in this film. You get to see the good decisions he makes, you get to see the twisted reasoning why he makes these decisions. You get to see his relationship with the other villagers, you get to see more of his relationship with LeFou, which, yes, is attracted to Gaston, and that takes nothing away from the movie. It doesn't distract 1%. This is a complete character, just like he was in the original. You just get much more of a hint, because now you can, because it's live action, that he is gay, and because it's 2017. I thought Lumiere was incredibly brought to life by Ewan McGregor. He was so good. Ian McKellen was also great as Cogsworth, and these two shared great chemistry. I love the bickerness between these two. It's just so good to see it yet again, interpreted in a different way, but a great way nonetheless, just like it was in the original. Mrs. Potts is so good thanks to Emma Thompson's performance, and she now sings the song, and I love her version. I'm even going to rival it with Angela Lansbury's. It's that damn good. The special effects are incredible, the beast is very well captured, the utensils are incredibly realized in this film. I didn't find one single problem in technical terms with the special effects. The sets are immaculately decorated, there are so many things that breathe out of the screen in these sets. The way the characters interact around them, they walk around them, the way they look around, being in awe just like you are as an audience, and seeing that these were real sets built for these characters and actors to live in, and they brought it to life incredibly well. Without spoiling, there are many scenes that they added to this story, to this film. They are very well incorporated. As I said, the world building is very much justified. There are add-ons to characteristics in certain characters that are very, very well done. They are very organic. They are very natural. For instance, how Gaston accuses Maurice of being a crazy man, it feels much more natural, and of course, because it's live action, I think the way they did it in the animation, it's still perfectly well done. But in this instance, this was much more well done for this single film, for this live action interpretation. There are also some more things added to the castle and to the curse of the beast that was very well done, and there is one aspect near the end that is so great to see. I was thinking it would be kind of a waste, but then they finally realized it, and I was like, that was a great choice. My problems with Beauty and the Beast is that there are some scenes, some pivotal scenes that I love in the original, that the way that it was executed in this film, I don't like it as much. That's honestly my only problem with this. Not going to spoil, but the way they do the fight of Gaston and the Beast was not as good, but I still really liked it in this film. It took nothing away. The scene where Beast saves Belle from the wolves, there's nothing that I did dislike, I just like it more in the original. That's something that's naturally going to happen when you have a previous version of something. You're going to compare it. In your mind, it's always going to be compared. In this film, it did it perfectly. It did what it needed to do. Those scenes did what they needed to do. In the story structure, what they needed to do, they were perfectly executed in this film. I just like it more the way some scenes were pulled off in the animation. I love all the songs. I love all the new interpretations. The Be Our Guest segment is fucking A, people. It is so good! The characters come to life beautifully and incredibly well, the character development is excellent, and the world building is beyond comprehension how good it is, especially because it was already good in the original one. The actors all did great. I loved all the characters, I loved all the songs, I loved all the new songs, I loved all the new aspects added to the film, and honestly, I thought really hard about this. I cannot say this film is just a collector's item. What we were promised with this film was a new version of Beauty and the Beast, and it was perfectly captured to live action. It was added much more things. I don't like some scenes as much as the original one, but that's it, that's the comparison. If I didn't have the original one, I would love each and every single scene in this film, the ones I don't like as much as the original. It is very much a shot-by-shot remake in some scenes, not all of them, not even in all the original one's scenes. That's what we were promised. If you want something else than Beauty and the Beast in live action, you're not going to get it. But if the formula ain't broke, then don't fix it. People love this. People are enthused to see the live action one, So give them that. This new version of Beauty and the Beast is the perfect way to present it to new children, to new people who maybe haven't seen the original animated one. It's a perfect way to introduce them to this world, to this story. Because of that, I gotta say, Beauty and the Beast is the stuff that dreams are made of. What did you think of the live-action 2017 version of Beauty and the Beast, my beautiful geekies? Do you like it as much as I did? Do you find many other problems with it? Do you like the 1991 version the better? Let me know all that in the comments below. Let me know which Disney live-action remake, announced or not, do you want to see the most? Also, don't forget to go join the beautiful Geeky Community Facebook page. The link is in the description, and meet many other geekies on there. And of course, stalk me on the internet through Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All those links are also in the description. Thank you so much for watching, my beautiful geeks. You guys are the best, so you stay beautiful and you stay geeky. And if you haven't done so yet, click subscribe and the bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a video and we can be geeky united!